But it's not the only alloy that uses the complex. Also, this exists. And cladding also uses niobium complex. Also part of making the optical fiber. Oh boy, but yeah, this one does have the hot air, which is great. Yeah, that one's good. And I actually have access to it, which is even better. I just need molten titanium, which I'm not making yet. Yeah, that's the key here. I am not making molten titanium right now. I have the molten iron. I don't have the molten titanium. So very sorry. But that is one that I do not currently have. Same with molten tin. I don't have molten tin to do the tin alloys that use molten either. I'm going to need the titanium tetrachloride. Thanks. That's added in pi pH. I don't have a station that I can add to it, so I can't really do that right now. Okay. Step 1. Delete this stuff, because I'm going to need to copy an actual requester station to place. Alright, that's station 1. I need proper stuffs here. That needs to be the other type of signal. Excuse me. Speaking of signals, boink, boink, boink. Boink, 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 boink. That is required for looks, for aesthetics. Speaking of which, that one I would like to be even with the other side so that I can very easily do this to grab all of it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And one more, but it's not going to be one of those. It's going to be a normal station. I need rail! Of course I need rail. That's why I have my vehicle with me. That is, like, the proper number, right? Yes, it's the proper number, but not all of it is... the spacing, though. I'm gonna need to actually increase the spacing a little bit, because there are 2, at least 2, that are fluids, not the other stuff. Where's my rail? Thank you for the rail. Or I might just keep this as is and use pumps directly into other things. Why did you not... Did I end up a space further? What? Did I somehow end up an extra space somehow? Don't know. Don't care. Right, I need all these stupid bulk rail unloaders. I need a few of those. A few bulk rail unloaders. Need even more. And I need bulk rail loaders. Yes, must align. Must align with grid. I would hope that I am aligning with the grid. I need a regular train stop. Where are my regular train stops? That is a supplier stop. That's a regular stop. They changed so much. That's not right. That's the spot. Yes. That's the alignment. You there. You are Zinc Station 1. Is there anything that uses molten zinc? Yes, in fact, I know for a fact that, yes, there is the silver zinc alloy that will use molten zinc. Do I want to do the silver zinc alloy here, or would I prefer loading up molten silver? Let's think about it as I'm going to be making so much more molten zinc than molten silver that logistically speaking, it's probably going to be easier to move molten zinc than molten silver. So the answer is I'm going to probably do that here, which means I need one more train station. That's going to be a fluid input. Or output, or whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be moving fluids. Moving molten fluids. And this will be Zinc Molten Station 1. That means my depot is going to be a little bit bigger. But it doesn't matter because this is all the way up here. Which is great. Alright. What am I going to do with all these fluid inputs? It's actually at least 3. It's 3 fluid inputs. So all of these no longer need to exist. Basically, it's going to be the same, just output. I apparently don't have requester stations either. I need to grab requester stations. I'm pretty sure I have a stack in the vehicle. Where is my vehicle? Vehicle! Wherefore art thou? I need some requester stations if you're carrying any. Are you carrying any? Yes, you are. 1! You were carrying 1 whole requester station. Thanks. Thanks, Crawdad, for having my back there. Oh boy, those will combine into 1, those will combine into 1. Some of these I'm going to need to keep separate, some of these I'm not. One of these is going to be crude oil, one of these is going to be heavy oil, one of these is going to be other lube. Lubrication. Beautiful, wonderful lubrication. All of this needs power. Let's give it some power. Sounds like a plan. Let there be power. Power! For the everything. This first one, of course, is going to be beautiful, beautiful zinc iron. It's going to be iron plates. And these beauties can actually output below, because they need to go down. Just as long as I don't cross this track as soon as, like, the moment that this train appears. That, at least, not when I'm riding in my vehicle. Because that would be bad. Right. I needed... yeah, a bit more than a red belt. So, actually... I am going to stack it. And then unstack the stacked iron. And that is going to be how that will work. And that means that this will begin operating. Our zinc processing will begin. with step one. Step one will function now. Now that we've got our beautiful sticks, the glorious rods. It lives! It's working! And the next step is also working, for the exception that the sand won't actually be voided at the moment, not until I get consistent supply of fuel. This next step is running. This next step is running, which actually the coal dust here will end up being voided, giving me the next step operating and looping back some G2. That's good. It'll stop here at the kerosene, so I have all the way through the powdered zinc moving until we back up on the powdered, I think. That'll be the first thing that'll keep everything frozen on us. But yeah, I need to A, add that. B, probably also add that 2 tiles up. C, put a thingy here, here, and here with fluid pumps that are offset by a tile. Whoops. Same thing, other side, that'll be that. Ta-da! Stuffs. Let there be power. Good. Good power. Alright, going down. What is next? I need to get stuff to finish these, because I actually really need that heavy oil. And I need the coke. Maybe we'll start with the coke. We shall start with coke. Which is right there. Coke, please. Come thither. Exist for me. Now, the coke is going to be used primarily all the way up here. So do I want it to actually be the second line? Probably not, but it needs to exist somewhere. And I can sneak things in the most wonderful of ways. Alright, up we go. And I see that, yes, the powdered was the thing, ultimately, that it ended on. Alright, beautiful coke. Alright, so the first thing the coke is used for is as fuel for the voiding line. And then the next thing the coke is used for is the glorious lime production. Now, the lime production is going to use 27 per second, which, you know, it's a few. It's a few from these 6 here making lime, which leaves 3 per second on this voiding line. I do hope that's enough. I do hope that's enough on this voiding line. And yes, because this is now voiding, that means that the sand here, or the soil here, and the sand, and the stone stacks of all these should get voided eventually. Eventually. I have excess ash. In fact, I need so much ash that I don't think I need to void it ultimately. In fact, I need to bring more ash in. So having this ash right now that is like the overflow is not really required. It is not required in the slightest. I need more of it. I actually need more of it, and I don't know how I'm going to do that logistically to get as much as I need in here. Alright, salt and ash, I guess, are the next two inputs. I may as well do that before going back to add more stuff. This will give the soda ash regen solution. I do need more than 30 per second of salt. Probably just going to stack it. Do this same thing with my glorious salt. Oh, I didn't name this. Right, zinc, coke. Zinc, coke. Zinc, salt. Zinc, ash. You are salty. And you are ashy. If I can remember where the hell Ash lives. Ash. I don't even need these. I don't know why I have those there. They are not required in the slightest. Sure, down. We can sneak things here. Even though they are going to the same location, and the same location that they're going to is to the north of here, not not to the south. So let's see. The hell? Those don't need to exist. Alright, off we go. Oh, right. Yeah, that's a bit further. How do I get around that? This is... Alright, don't worry, I can get around this. Da 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 da. I've got the belt magic, don't worry. I've got the knowledge. To work magic around stuff like that. Alright, up, and away we go. The real question is, on this ash, is, you know, where do I do the stuff with this ash? I'm probably gonna just do something like this. Kill that. Do these inputs, but also have the third input here. Yeah, that'll give me 60, but I need 66, mind you, of the ash. So I do need a third line, which is so dumb. I somehow need a third line that I'm going to actually... Oh god, this is so dumb. Oh god, this is so dumb. Wow. So. Right. Right. How? Even? Okay. That... Yeah. I mean, duh. Like, seriously. Like, seriously. This third line will split, go there, and then end up there. So the third line... Ta-da! Ta-da! That should work, right? I'm not being stupid here. This should work. Like, I'm pretty sure that works. That works, right? We've got 45 per second going into each of these. Up to, right? Oh boy, this is so dumb. This is so dumb. These two belts theoretically are like 50 something, and this one's 30. Blech. Oh, right, and I need to... Oh, what makes this even stupider is I need to make sure that I'm prioritizing the input from this and not from this, so if this is... Oh, God, why? Because I need this to move constantly, right? Meaning... Oh, God, right. Ta-da! No circuits necessary, just for reference. Just input priority on the things here. So yeah, this isn't going into the chest, but as it turns out, this one shouldn't go into the chest. Just don't shove it into the chest and we're good. And we're good. Now, the salt, the stacked salt needs to, of course, you know, unstack. Out here. And then go into these. Say hello to saline water. Beautiful, glorious saline water, which... If I actually were to connect the saline somehow, some way conveniently, this can actually operate and give me my beautiful soda ash regeneration solution, which I think is properly connected to where it needs to connect all the way the hell ass up here on that step. Hey, we did a step several steps down the line. Done. Huzzah! Glorious things are beginning to happen. Oh boy. The rest of the stuff is pretty much contingent upon... stuffs. So much stuffs. So much stuffs is left. Now is the time I'm going to go back to the mall to pick up the additional stations and unloaders so that I can start requesting all the rest of the things that I need. Where's my vehicle? There it is. Down here. Right here. Let's go. Let's do the thing. We have half an hour left. Can I do this logistics, all of this logistics in 30 minutes? I don't know. Can we? Will we actually see zinc plates today? Even going into this, after doing so much work going into this today, last night, to try and get as much of this done as possible so that we aren't spending a ton of time doing something that I've frankly done in the form of an actual tutorial video overviewing the zinc processing chain. God knows how long ago. And I don't think much of anything has actually changed on that front. Not a lot has changed in regards to actual raw ores production. The only thing that has now changed is the addition of the hot air casting of molten stuff, and the fact that, you know, the actual hot air plates no longer exist. You know, that sort of, I guess, somehow slightly invalidates a lot of those older tutorials in terms of early game stuff, but do I care enough? Not really. Not for those. Not for those. Alright, they brought me things. I need to actually put some stuff in the vehicle. More of those bulk loader stuffs. Obviously more requester train stops. More rail. And such. By the way, what? What is your by the way moment? I've got lots of... Oh, right, I'm at the mall, which means that this is the prime opportunity to set up my doohickey. My train station to import the titanium tetrachloride. Yes, the car is not particularly destructive as in and of itself. Crawdad, though. Crawdad is another story entirely. Now, somewhere in here, I have this beautiful thing called the aramid supply. I really... I can't. I have this beautiful little aramid supply thingy that's going to exist. Oh, God. Why? Why did I do this to myself? That doesn't actually work. But you know what? That will work. And the reason that will work Alright, that will not work. Needs to be higher for it to work properly, or lower, which that's in the way. That's still... That's the signal. But I need the signal there. Ah. Oops. I don't even know what I grabbed. That's the That's the interesting part. Stuff. I grabbed things. I grabbed something out of this vehicle. Okay, so the other option is to go... what? Higher? There? I guess that works. So this is the TI CL4 station. Ta-da. No. Titanium tetrachloride. All of it. Bring it to me. I don't even know how much I am producing per second, but it's gonna be here. On this thingy. Limited to just a singular stack. Which stack size is 500. That's why. That's why singular stack. And then it gets to be here with this being the TICL4 Depot 1. Depot 1. Now we just need to assign all our thingies. You... Station Depot, hull cargo, circuit condition, do your thing. Ooh, interesting. There's a nice little loop there. As if it was intended. It was totally intended. And you are apparently also full now, so you can just go. Da-da! Titanium tetrachloride. Now that's all defined and good. And I do hope I'm carrying everything that I need going forward. Get rid of those tar processing units from my request slots. Break all the rocks. Off we go. That took like 7 minutes. Ish. Alright. Welcome back to the Zinc build. Now I should have all the things. All the remaining things. Yes, 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 that's all well and good. I need to connect to here. Well, yeah, to the top one. So that's gonna mean I need some additional doohickeys. And you... And you. That will work. Ish.